Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thanks for joining in. Welcome all Mandela effectians. Yeah. So we have found yet another small change sort of to what has happened in the past when it comes to another plane crash that happened just a couple months after 9/11. In fact, it happened on 11/12/01, November 12th, 2001. I've got some information here about it on CNN. I've asked a bunch of people. They say they've never heard of this. Seems like it would have been on all the headlines and everything.
Brian.
Yeah, so we got Teresa in the chat. Hey, Teresa, welcome. Welcome.
Hey, how you doing, Brian?
Good. We got some side jabber here. We got a lot of people that are watching. Let's just get right to the meat and potatoes, shall we?
Yes, let's do that.
We're talking about the second deadliest crash in history, right, Teresa?
Yes, it's supposed to be the second deadliest crash. Exactly.
Right, and it happened in Queens, in Bell Harbor, Queens, New York, which is just outside it's like within the city. It happened November 12th, 2001, flight 587, American Airlines. And it was en route to New York to Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic, carrying 246 passengers and 9 crew members. So it was scheduled for departure, Kennedy International Airport, 9:14 a.m. The flight takes off. Okay, 9:25 a.m. It says here, President Bush in a National Security Council meeting receives word of the crash. So it crashes at 9:17 a.m. 5 miles from Kennedy Airport, Rockaway section of New York and Queens. So this is pretty big, you guys. I never heard of this, and I actually found out about this through another YouTuber. His name is All Time. So if you're out there, All Time, thank you for this little tidbit here. Where did you say you saw it, Teresa? Was it on maybe a Reddit post or something from several months ago?
Yeah, it was Reddit. It was last year, in 2020, and I saw the post, and I imagine I'm not sure what the person's name was, but it could have been All Time. I'm not going to say 100%, but either way, to me, what's weird about this is, you notice the date when it happened, Brian?
Yeah, it happened on your birthday, November 12th.
What's weird about it is it actually happened on my birthday, because my birthday is November 12th. And it happened 2001, which is really weird. It happened like two months and 1 day right after the tragic 9/11. So I wonder if people just kind of had their minds on the 9/11 fresh in their mind and don't remember this. But I definitely don't remember this. And this, like I said, was on my birthday.
Yeah, American Airlines Flight 191, which happened in 1979. That was the biggest incident. So the second deadliest is this. 260 people aboard the plane were killed, along with 5 people on the ground. So five people on the ground were killed from this incident. So the location, it says it took 2 months and 1 day after September 11th on the World Trade Center nearby Manhattan, and spawned fears of another terroristic attack. But the National Transportation Safety Board, they attributed the disaster to the first officer's overuse of rudder controls in response to wake turbulence. Okay, so that's basically what happened in a nutshell. And I want to show you guys some pictures, and there's actually some newscast videos about this. I'm asking you, do you remember this in the chat? And please, by all means, post yes or no. I want to get you guys' opinion on this. So just give me 1 sec. I'll have some pictures for you. Tell me if you guys remember this at all. Okay, we just got Teresa back. Teresa, you back?
Yeah, I think everybody's getting ready to watch the big game, so I'm having trouble with my internet. I apologize.
Yeah, that's right. And right after this show, I actually have my sister coming on.
Now, these are pictures that I found for you, Brian. I figured they would get a good aerial view of what happened. And I got a little bit different views of it. See, there you go. There's them looking of the bodies. There, like I said, there was 265 lives that were taken. There's another view. There you go. Look at that. Dave said some of the wreckage fell in the river. I believe the wing and a few other things.
Yeah, look at those. See, picking up after the wreckage.
Yep.
Right. This would have been on every major news network, and apparently we missed this or something. I know, like at the time. At the time, I was probably in. I was in training, I think, at the time. I was in the Army at the time when this happened.
I wanted to show you some. They had some explanations of what happened, and then there's like a memory thing. See, Brian, you might want to show that. I wanted to show. It had like different people who lost their lives, and they did a lot of dedications, memorials for this. And these are some people who lost their lives in there. The flight, you see them, the captain, and I think the flight attendants, and I think that was the crew right there. Do you see it? The crew.
Yeah.
And there's some more. I found a few diagrams. I wanted to throw them in case you wanted to read any of them out loud. A few diagrams. It kind of explains a little bit about it. Supposedly, the reason why this happened is they said it was a mechanical failure. I read. There's a captain and a few other people. A few other things. See right there, Brian? You might want to read that.
Oh, yeah. The piece of the puzzle. So investigators are trying to determine whether the turbulence caused by a failure in carbon fiber parts of the Airbus A300, bringing down the flight 587. So the skeleton strengthens the tail and anchors it to the fuselage, which is, the main part of the plane. The tail is designed to flex from side to side, but whether lateral force could snap it off is unclear. The tail, so the critical loss, if the tail snapped off in a turn while the force exerted on its greatest, the aircraft would be critically balanced at low altitude. The pilot would have no time to compensate. So that's what they're thinking caused the issue.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. And then you got all these remembrances of the people.
Yeah, I figured I would throw those in, Brian, so they can see there really was people who really passed away from this. And Brian.
I got it. Oh man.
You guys didn't see that.
Sorry. Okay.
Sorry. Oh my God. That's what happens to newscasters sometimes.
I'm about to go over here.
Oh my God.
Okay, so there's a couple of newscasts I wanted to share with you, so you see that we're not. See, we're not playing around here. This is.
You got the newscasters to show it?
Yeah, I've got the newscast that you sent.
There you go.
They're talking about the flight 587 crash.
Number of anthrax cases. So at this point, as our reflections said in the brief,
you see that? All right. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it with you guys, just kind of see what you say or see what you remember. So the coverage at Bell Harbor. This is just outside New York City.
CBS News covered it.
So let me see what the chat is saying. We have Mikey says, or Mandani Mal says nope. Eric M says, when was that? Chocolate Dual Say 53. It's real. It happened. He says. So we have one that says it happened. Lazia says when this happened, it was all over the news and it was horrible. I don't remember this.
Oh, wow.
And it seems like Teresa would have remembered it. It happened on her birthday.
Yeah, especially that was my birthday, November 12th.
It's just something that's a really
tragic.
Yeah, it was very tragic.
And it happened too close to 9/11. That's what's so weird about it. Now, here's the question, Brian. Was this crash, another thing that came into my mind, was this terrorist related?
They say that it wasn't. They say it was due to turbulence, but a lot of people had assumed it was terrorists.
Yeah, I thought about that.
After this happened, wouldn't you think it was like due to terrorism?
Well, we can't speculate. I mean, did they ever investigate? I imagine all these years since 2001, they would have came up with this what really the cause was, right? And they didn't come up with terrorists, right? As far as we know.
Yes, and again, if you're just now joining us, Not Really Here says which crash is being discussed. We're talking about the crash that happened almost immediately after 9/11 involving Flight 587, American Airlines, that crashed into Queens-Bell Harbor. Bell Harbor. And it's just outside the city. It seemed like a lot of people would have remembered it or would have seen it on TV. So anyway, I just want to get your opinion on it, guys. I really wanted to make this kind of short because I know the Super Bowl is coming up, and I know you're all really excited.
We want to keep you from partying. Right, Brian?
Yeah. Now, the next I have my sister coming on next. She's going to be talking about the jab, the vaccine. She just in the medical field, and she just recently got it. And she wanted to share what she went through with it. So it will ease some of you guys' mind if you're thinking about taking the vaccine. So again, I have to be real careful what I say on YouTube. But anyways, SS says this is new to me. There you go. You're welcome. Not Really Here. But anyway, thanks for joining, guys. Have a great Mandela Effect day, and enjoy the Super Bowl.
Big game.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thank you for joining us.